Hello and welcome to another update video about Natgas. Yeah, in this video we want to take a look at the chart again. I only looked at it yesterday. It saw a little bit of upside. I think yesterday when I made the video, we were just looking at some green candles here. But if you watched yesterday's video, then you know that we had not yet broken out of this descending wedge pattern that we see there on the chart. And until we have a breakout, the market is following the current pattern. Basically, the chart hasn't really moved. It was very volatile here in December into January. And then also here, the decline, very, very rapid decline into the end of January. And now for the last week or so, or since the last week or so, we see here this sideways, rather consolidation, which is not a great surprise given that I highlighted to you that we're probably entering a fourth wave. A fourth wave tends to be quite boring normally. They tend to be quite, sideways oriented. So they are oftentimes sideways corrections. Not always, but most of the time they are. And they could turn into triangles, flat structures. A flat structure is basically a sideways correction. So yeah, it's just, it's just something to be aware of. I think we are close to a low there. It's certainly trying to form a low, but I think we're not ready yet. At least there is no evidence that a low is really formed. Yes, I mean, I'm looking for a fourth wave rally from here. Might call it rally. It's more like a corrective, small corrective rally and then a wave 5 down. Parameters remain the same. For anybody who's new, by the way, the idea is that a fourth wave of a larger degree topped there early in January. This here is a fifth wave to the downside. This fifth wave should consist of 5 waves itself. We have 3 complete at the moment. It seems likely that one more 4-5 pattern should complete. And then this wave 5 ideally, at least tests these regions here between $1.81 and $1.98. It might always extend further, but these are 3 levels to watch: 198, 192, and 182. And at the moment, I mean, the question is, what's this exactly? I think it's at least possible that this fourth wave is complete of the third wave. So as I said, 3 waves down. By the way, after this fifth wave is complete, the idea is that Natgas is forming a more substantial long-term low. While I think that, for example, the S&P 500, the Nasdaq, the Russell, lots of these indices in the US, they are fairly close to a substantial top. If it's a long bear market that starts then, or just a larger corrective pullback, we will see. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a risk for a long-term bear market. We talk about that in our S&P videos, Nasdaq and so on. But either way, there should be a substantial top in place soon. Not yet, okay? I don't think we're quite there yet, but I think we're very close. So that very well fits the idea that Natgas is very close to a long-term low. But you know how long it can take. I mean, it's like we can talk about it's close to a low, but that can still take half a year to develop. I don't know. I think we are very close to a low, to be honest. And then, while maybe Natgas turns up, maybe the S&P turns down, who knows? But obviously the money needs to go somewhere. So it could go into energy assets. This fourth wave rally here, it hasn't really started yet. Maybe it has. Bear in mind that it would be an ABC structure. It's technically possible that this was already the A wave. The move down is currently a 3-wave decline. Can you see that? And then we might see a C wave. Nobody's saying that this fourth wave needs to be very aggressive. That could be it, a C wave to the upside, which might land in the region between 215 and 224. There is structural resistance here at $2.17. Very much an overlap with the 23.6 fib level. Obviously, that initial ABC structure could form a larger ABC. So, for example, the ABC could be an A wave. Then we get another B wave pullback and a C wave rally. And the fourth wave goes a little higher. But overall, the parameters are defined against the $2.38 level. I focus on lower prices. I mean, to be honest, already above 231, downside pressure will reduce. So ideally, it stays below that level to maintain the current wave count. it would already be an indication that something different is going on if we see a break above 231. But yeah, I need to be careful. I shouldn't say certainly, but I mean, you know, even more so if we get a break above 238. But yeah, for now, expectations are for another low, but short term for a small fourth wave rally. So upside is expected from this region. Maybe it makes another tiny low. I mean, we talked about this $2.1 level before as support. It wasn't touched yet. But yeah, it's very, you know, the micro is very messy. I mean, I looked at the spot chart today as well. To be honest, that is very similar. Yeah, here. That's very similar. It hasn't, by the way, made a new low yet compared to that December low. That for me is an additional indication that also the futures chart has made a new low. Spot not yet, but it would look better with one more low. So I'm considering, you know, obviously that's also one reason why I'm watching for another low. And also here we see this potential descending wedge pattern on the spot chart as well. So it's something where it looks as if it's primed for a breakout to the upside. Okay, you know, if this is something more aggressive, we'll see. You know, we talked about it before that, for example, let's take that back to futures. That, for example, and you see the difference between futures and spot. The question is, you know, who's leading? But for example, this fourth wave could still be unfolding. And we could be maybe looking at a massive triangle, and all of that is possible, which is why I said, yeah, you know, the break above that Fibonacci resistance will be a suggestion that a low is in, a lasting low possibly, but it really takes a break above that wave 4 high at around $2.80. Unfortunately, there's no way around it. We'll try to assess everything based on the structure and everything, but yeah. Ideally, it would just be the cleanest if we just make one more low, and that could be it. That's my update about Natgas. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you're interested in daily updates about the S&P 500, as well as regular updates about stocks, then check out the Stocks and S&P 500 service. Link is in the description. You need to use the Patreon link, and then you get to our Patreon page, and there you can link your Discord to our Patreon and then get access to our server. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.